Okay.
All right, so we're gonna be moving on to Ion versus Team Too Good. First map is gonna be on Agion. Uh, you want to do the countdown, or I should do
Yeah,
it?
I'll do the countdown, son. You ready?
All right.
3, 2, 1, and off we go.
All right, so we got Ion on the red team. We got G-Dove on Coco. I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry, so I'm just going to call you Robbie on Frog, and Malkino on Clunk. Meanwhile, Too Good, Venisect is running Frog, MassQuest is running Durple, and Alpha Z is running Leon. That's a very familiar team comp we've seen a lot throughout competitive Asanas, the Durple, the Leon, and the Frog. Interesting to see if Too Good is able to make use of that comp with the snares, Leon to tongue them into them, and then Frog to hopefully finish off any damage.
The BBQ comp, innit, Bowser? You know about the BBQ comp.
As a lot of people would like to call it. Ion have the upper field of play, so it's harder for Too Good to kind of go in and make a move. They have the higher ground.
Yeah.
Ion comp is also, they're running the signature duo of Frog and Clunk, so that's enough damage to just kill anybody once built up, and then Coco is most likely there for the harass.
The blue team should really be more aggressive here, though. When you've got a Leon, you have that presence. The Coco is very, very vulnerable the early game, apart from Blaze. If you've got a Derp Leon combo, you've got to move out, show that you mean business. You can't just stay there. You've got to be there and set some kills.
He's being really passive with the snares. He's kind of holding like his choke points, but he should be trying to move forward a bit, trying to play like in their area, force him to go back. Look at this Red Frog with the invisibility right now.
Oh, he's getting slammed.
Oh, he's caught in the wrong place. Dash is out of there though. He's fine. He's Froggy G.
Yeah, Vesta's is a very smart player. He obviously looked like a stupid move, but he wasn't panicking. You know, he knows he's got dash up. He knows he's got the invincibility frames. He's just going to stay there until he really needs to get out. Until that happens, and he gets splatted.
And the snare. That's first blood going to MaxQuest. Now this is a perfect time for the Durple to try and push forward and try and put more aggressive snares for his team.
Yeah, Leon needs to go down south though, maybe get a split push going because that Clunk's going to just clear that up. If you put all your eggs in one basket, you're not going to get a push out of it. So you've got to constantly split push when you've got like a Leon Froggy combo and let the Darepole do as much as he can at top.
Very good point. Unfortunately, they don't seem to be doing that. They're all just sticking together on bottom lane.
Which they're probably shaking in a tournament, so it's not too bad.
Robbie caught another snare trap, but nobody's there to capitalize on it though, so he's okay.
Malkino picking up the stealth, see if he can make any plays on that.
Oh, Clunk having stealth is really scary.
Preemptive dash though, could have done it a little bit better to set up for the splurge, but no big deals. Early game.
It's really early on, so he's probably just going to wait to see if an opportunity comes up rather than trying to force one.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have the much damage. Yeah, see, it just wore out. Robbie getting caught in the snare, getting pulled, but he's alright. Again, he's got Frog with the dash.
Yeah, they're going for duration. It's probably only got one stage right now, 0.4. They're going to go for a very passive play style and set up with the Froggy G dash on top of the snare. Which is good as long as you can all click your damage off, but you're relying on that nuke damage, so it's quite risky going straight onto that. I'd rather go for nuke damage. It's more reliable overall, but it's still pretty solid to go for.
Claw's warping back, most likely to probably pick up his boots to get more speed on him, so he can start to be a little bit more of a threat on the battlefield. Alright, now all Too Good. There we go. There's a nice snare placement right there, preventing Robbie from going up, but he does have the Invis Orb, probably going to go around to try and pick somebody off. But all of them seem to be really good health, so he's just going to be patient and wait for another move.
Yeah, it's good snare placement there. You can't drop down with that. Good dash though.
Ooh.
Nearly perfect there though.
Ooh, just barely.
Yeah, it just gets out. But Malkino's just going to keep pushing. That's what you want to do. You don't want to play really passive. It's always proactive. Keep doing something. You always got to be doing something. If you do nothing, then it's just redundant, staying around.
And Klunk's got great poking ability with his missiles, with the range on them. On top of being really fretful with the Frog and the Coco to help him out in case danger comes on. Ooh, a nice ball out on MassQuest. Is he going to get caught out? Yup, that's a dead Durple. Good teamwork there from Team Ion.
Venisec's going to get smoked as well. He's going to go down.
Oh, yeah, died to the dot damage. So now it's just Alpha Z on his own. Ion now have the offensive advantage. And the Invis Orb up, it looks like Clunk is going to go grab it.
Probably going to predict a range chunk from the blue Leon, judging by the playstyle, where the Froggy G is going to do the majority of the damage in the snares. I would assume that was the kind of build that was going for.
Yeah, we see Red Frog has already picked up both Hammer Pants, while Blue Frog only has one stage.
Yeah, they're being very, like, I don't know, it's kind of like they're scared, kind of shaky, they don't want to make too many mistakes, and they're making mistakes just because they're playing so passive and so scared, and you got to be really aggressive in these kind of tournaments.
They can be strong early game. There's no reason to try and like be passive with the traps.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows Derple's stronger than Clunk early game. Well,
Yeah.
everyone should know. He's a bit of a beast, and they've got the Leon as well.
Risky dive by Venisec there. Able to get out though. Clunk just dealing the damage to himself.
Blue Leon sitting on 370 solar. I'm really hoping he's not going to go for damage on tongue, because that'd be a waste of snare duration.
Yeah, the big damage on tongue. I mean, it looks like that's what he's probably going to go for. He's been hanging on the money for 5 minutes and hasn't gone back to buy anything.
Yeah.
Probably going to go get the big damage on tongue.
Which I personally wouldn't do, because if you tongue them into a snare anyways, they should be dying, so it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hit and miss. I would probably go for range tongue into some melee damage. Personally, that's my kind of Leon playstyle, and I think it would work best for this kind of composition anyways. Because once that burst is gone, you need some sort of DPS to kind of clean up, and if you don't have that, then it might be turned around on you.
Yeah, so far, even though Too Good have a really good comp for this map and just not work really well together, they haven't been really synergizing their skill. The only kill they've gotten was just Robbie foolishly going into a snare. That's so far the only kill they've got 6 minutes into the game.
Yeah. I mean, it's not too far, like, 1 level max disparity. It's,
Yeah.
you know, it's fixable, it's doable.
We see the Coco's actually picking up some Blaze for some harass. The Heavenly Fire and 1 stage for Chuck's board. So she's definitely going to be sort of the finisher in case Frog and Clunk can't kill anybody, and just having the dot damage for harass.
But it's an initiation tool as well, like, if you do get that slow up and a potential knockback, then the Foggy G is definitely going to pounce on that, no doubt. We see the tongue, yeah.
There, but the Derpal was a bit slow to drop the nuke on G-Dove.
Now the problem is got a base range tongue. Now imagine if that was an actual range tongue upgrade. He's gone for the damage and he didn't set up anything from that.
Yeah, he's got the big damage upgrade.
He's getting chased hard. He's going to skip up there. That's fine.
Robbie had his team to back him up. Ooh, a nice explode coming out. That hit Alpha Z. It wasn't enough to finish him, but that was a good explode. And a nice bite and missile coming out from Mapno. Really good play. And a ball finishing off Alpha Z, so now it's just Derpal on his own. Robbie doing a little bit of a silly dash there to the tower, but he's alright. None of the teammates were there to capitalize on it.
Yeah, once 3 people, well, at least 2 people are down, especially against the Derpal, just go ham. Go ham on those turrets, because he's going to go down for sure. Yeah.
That's a dead Derpal.
I don't know who this team is. I've heard of NST, haven't really played against them. Is it an American team? Because I don't know.
Too Good is, yes, indeed, an American team led by Alpha Z. They also have Booker Do It, I believe, is in their roster, as well as Venisect and MaxQuest. They're a fairly new team, but they're pretty competent. A lot of these people are like High League 1. They kind of know each other from there. Clunk is buying the greasy double snare, having a 1.2 seconds of snare. A lot of that snare early game is going to be severely overkill. So 1 bite is generally going to be a dead target, especially with all the damage coming out from Froggy G.
He's in a really bad spot now, a potential splode coming down after Nuke's gone, but he's not going to try and take that. He's just going to play it safe. If that was me, I would have gone for that. Greedy. Nice engagement going on here. Coco getting tongue, but it really doesn't matter. He's on his own, it's not going to make a big deal. You got to stick together with a Leon Derpal combo.
And the Super Droid is coming in on the top lane, but they're going to move over down the bottom lane. Pick off this Derpal that's on his own. He was in siege mode though, so the snare was not going to activate. He seems to be warping back with 260 solar. He's possibly going to get a stage of damage on the explode. Yep, there it is right there. Now we're dealing 75 damage explodes with the double snare.
Yes.
That is going to hurt.
It's a pretty standard Clunk build, I would say. But yeah, the double snares, not really necessary when you got a Foggy G, and especially with a slow blaze Coco. Oh. But it's always nice to have.
My god, is it overkill?
Yeah. They're ahead, they're going to set with CC. The comp relies on CC anyway, so it's not a big deal. And now Leon's gone for the backstab damage. It's not going to be too great because it's, well, he's going to get splat. He's talk about Leon and he's just going to get drilled over.
It kind of feels like this Leon is kind of building a little bit more for just himself rather than like his teammates with the Frog and the Durple.
Yeah, it's definitely a solo queue build. You got to imagine, like, am I going to backstab these players? Does this work on turrets? You know, am I going to get the most out of this ability? In this case, you're not. Where you damage on tongue, you're going to get quite a bit of damage out of it, but you're going to be able to set up on that without range. You got to kind of question these things when you buy abilities, and in 2.6, that's going to really help the smart players, the technical players in these kind of tournaments and solo queue play.
Ion really picking off that frog right there, Venisek. Nice move by them. 3v2 scenario right now, so Ion can easily just take the advantage right now.
Oh yeah.
And just push forward.
Coco sitting on 400, just spent it though. Triple.
Yeah,
He's got the trick
the rest of the chops forward. That's 30. That's 35 damage dot on Heavenly Fire. That's a lot of dot damage. That ticks down at about 3 seconds, I believe. Used to be 2, but they nerfed it.
If he gets the refresh, then it's quite a lot of damage.
The way the new shop system works, they couldn't have 4 upgrades.
Oh yeah. But for now.
Yeah. Global is kind of sliding back, taking the ball.
If Blue Team want to really win this game and not get caught out like that, was a really nice setup.
Yeah.
Leon needs to stick with that Derpal.
They have to not get caught out like that. That's step 1.
Yeah. I mean, the only person who can really get caught out and get away with it is Frog G, assuming that they get set up on it. And he's going to go down.
Oh, we see her shot, yep. There goes Venisect.
But
We're also seeing a big level advantage. The red frog is level 10, while the blue frog is level 7. And that difference right now in bot upgrades is a whole stage of damage on the dash. So red frog has 64 damage dash, while blue frog only has 49 from the hammer pants.
well, that's the beauty of the Derpal Leon Froggy combo. It doesn't matter what level you are, you can still kill a certain player in one of the combos quite easily. But they're not utilizing their build, their composition at all. So it's not. Hopefully in game 2, if it goes down to that, then they should probably fix that.
Or hopefully they can try and do an execution later in the game. Here comes Mapno though. Well, Beverly's really explode, but he gets out of there, thankfully not getting caught in the snare trap.
Manages to avoid Blaze as well, luckily, because that would have shredded him.
Right now he has the invis, but he's looking a little low on health. It's going to be risky. Yeah, he already just wasted it, opting to take some health back rather than going in for an explode and being really low on health.
I think it's pronounced Rosterobi, by the way. Don't quote me on that, I think it is.
Roster, I'm really bad with pronouncing names, so I'll stick with the Red Frog.
Yeah, that works too.
See an exchange over there, Mapno whiffing the bite. Sorry though, not much is lost from that.
No.
The team was already making the retreat.
I just feel like this Derpal just doesn't know really what to do. There's no synergy whatsoever. He seems like kind of lost every time he's in the fight. He's like, what do I do here? Because he hasn't got that best damage yet. He's only got one stage, and that's not gonna.
Yeah, he just now got that stage too.
Yeah. I mean, that's something like Whoopi would do, and that's not very great.
The nice shout out.
Shout out to Whoopi. Get nuke damage, bro.
Oof.
Nice dash out.
Ooh, Frog G. Oh, there goes Red Frog down there to the tongue and the turret.
Yeah, it was one of those tucked up.
This is a good chance for Too Good to try and move in and take the advantage. We're seeing 100 damage now coming out from Clunk and the Hard Hat. Really good pick. That makes it so that the damage from Explode, instead of him taking the full 50, he's going to be taking minus 15, so he's only going to be taking 35. Now, some people say that might not be necessary on Clunk because he has a huge health bar. But you got to keep in mind, because of the health changes, he's sitting at about 200 health, I'd presume. So that means you're dealing 50 damage to yourself. So you're turning 200 HP to 150. So if you mess up and explode like that and the enemy team's on you, you're just going to die with only 150 health. That is not the health of a tank. The Hard Hat's a really good pick. We also see Red Frog going for the Arbe. That's going to completely shut down the Durple.
Yeah, that's just nailing the coffin right there.
Mm-hmm. But then again, this is an American team versus an EU team, and from experience, Arbe might not always work well in these kind of laggy situations. So we're going to see if Arbe does make a play for him.
I think irrelevant of lag, you usually want to set up with an actual team engagement 3v3 with a dash into Nado combo. So even with lag, I think it would work because it would be already stunned up. But I do see your point. It's quite risky.
It seems that Too Good is a little bit scared right now of Ion because looking into their items bought, Durple has shield, I believe, and that's lifesteal tongue on the Leon.
Yeah, it's not a great build.
That's really a solo upgrade because like he's not getting the range or the silence, which is really needed for this kind of comp, just to have the range, the more area of denial with the tongue and the silence to prevent him from fighting back. He's sacrificing one of those upgrades, and maybe Durple has silence traps, so maybe Leon has the range tongue. I'm hoping he does at this point, so that maybe Durple has silence traps and they kind of have the silence that way. But right now, this Leon seems to be building like it's solo queue. He's playing Smash Brothers, not Awesome Knots.
YOLO knots right here. Mr. Snare from Malkino, he's not happy about that. They just get out. But Derpel in a really bad spot. This is not what you want. On his own, he's gonna get shredded.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Taken out.
The plays by Derpel, it was a bit.
Ooh, G-Dub,
Oh, missed
that's
that.
a 2-for-1. Ion got really greedy there. They wanted the Durple, but they lost 2 of their teammates for it. Not an even trade.
Yeah, really not good.
And they have 3 droids coming up on the on the top lane, pardon me. So that could potentially be a dead tower, but there's not.
It should be.
There's no auto attack upgrades on either of them. So yeah, Frog just kind of dashed in, and there goes the droid wave. They're not going to take it.
So that was the problem I was concerned about to begin with. You know, you want to build for consistency in the universal play, and that's not it. That's very situational. Every upgrade he's got, apart from the damage to.
We're also seeing a big slow coming out from the Coco Blaze. That's about 40%, which can really slow down people. This allow her to just hug them and harass them with melee and the dot damage. Venisek caught out, survived, oof, took a creep, but not enough. Mountno is just going to finish that off.
Caught out again, just not sticking together at all. It's what they really need to do.
We see double tapes coming in from Blue Frog. Not sure how much that's going to help. Mountno going in for the kill.
Great setup
there. Off nicely with the ball.
Textbook setup right there. Now he's just going to get that down quite easily. Alpha can't challenge him, he doesn't have the capability. He might even die if he keeps challenging him right now.
Yeah, his team is
and he does.
He's dead.
I mean, it's stuff like that, it's tunnel vision to that point.
Yeah, he didn't realize, you know, there's a jungle right above you in a top lane. They're there and they can just jump down. And we actually see that the Leon is running double damage on tongue with lifesteal on it. So no range or silence. What do you think about that, Kurt?
It's just completely counterintuitive to the comp. Like, that is not how you play that comp at all. You're supposed to be setting up for the Derpel snares, which you don't need damage because nuke 95 damage into a Frog Tornado. Yeah, and he's going to go down. Derpel's tanky, but he's not tanky enough. He's going to go down as well. Nice snare coming from Malkino.
Yeah, Alpha Z is snared, getting caught between all 3 of them. Yeah, I'm just going right now. Alpha Z is building this more like this is a solo queue, not like a team game.
He got lifesteal off, but what did it do? It delayed his death.
I mean, you see Leon's running that in pubs all the times, but I would not bring that to a kind of match like this. Ion's just going to take this top tower right now with ease. Everybody's in the drop pod. No one's going to retaliate. And all of them are sitting on a quite amount of cash. Coco at about 500. We're actually seeing also Pierce coming in from the Blue Frog. I don't agree with that at all. Any other upgrade would have been better to buy. Tweeters, damage on NATO, any pills, anything else would have been better. It's only 90 solar, but that is not a good pick. I do not agree with that one bit.
You don't have to agree with it, he's shredding people.
With that Pierce auto attack, yeah.
Well, there is actually a combo which is Pierce, Ninja Worms and max damage. It's to avoid them getting away, but it's not greatest. He's challenging him, but that's not enough damage to kind of take down a big heavy clunk like that.
Yeah, even still, I don't think it'd be best to try and buy into that now. We see Red Frog has bought the rest of the dash damage, as well as the Mutant Ninja Worms Limited Edition. That's going to give him an 18 damage shot after a dash or NATO, pretty much acting as like an extra NATO tick. Malkino buying the Salvo Value Pack, the missiles on Kong's loadout, so they're ready for more of the push. Ion can end this with just one more good kill or a decent double kill.
Yeah. Well, speaking of builds, I'm looking at Coco's G-Dog's build, and it might look good on paper, but in terms of cost effectiveness, you've paid, what, nearly 500 solar for one upgrade. That's situational. If I was to play Coco in that respect, I probably wouldn't have done that. They should have taken advantage of that, but...
It could be better, yes, but Ion are a winner right now, so not too big a deal that she's kind of just banging her all into dot. I guess the idea is more so that she harasses Frog and Clunk, just do the damage. And I guess the speed is also to try and pick out anyone that tries to run it. Ooh, Max Crust getting caught out, he's gonna go down. Great teamwork from Ion right there. And that's a dead bottom tower.
Yeah.
Too Good are gonna have to honestly pull out a miracle at this point to try and make the comeback. I don't see it happening unless they get a clean wipe. And even then, they're only gonna get the front 2 towers from it.
But they haven't
need to keep the offensive.
They haven't tongued once into a snare. Like, I literally haven't seen it in the entire game, and that's the downfall. If you don't do what the comp's supposed to be made for, then don't play the comp.
I think they think that they kind of went with this comp and expected, like, okay, yeah, this is a comp that's known for good teamwork, but you know, it's more than that. It's not just having the characters. It's about, you know, the synergy of upgrades and just, you know, this play style altogether. And we're not seeing that. We see the comp, but that's only 1 out of 3 things I just mentioned.
Now they're just going to sit on the base, maybe hope for a wipe.
That's all they can do at this point, just hope for a prayer. I mean, Alpha Z's going to rush for the invis. How much would that really do with G-Dub hot on his tail? And all of them have full HP.
G-Dub sniffing around. He's sniffing for that rat. He wants rat food.
You can tell G-Dub tell his team, hey, there's an invisible Leon, and all of them are just, you know, on the pursuit, on guard, just waiting for the Leon to pop out.
They could just go ham right now and probably win the engagement, to be fair. But they're playing it safe. It's a tournament, you might as well. And there it goes, big chunk.
Again, if they get wiped, then they can't do the turnaround. They don't want that to happen.
And that's why you don't dash first against Foggy G.
Yeah, this looks like the big game. That base is going down. Alpha Z is weak. That is GG. Game 1 goes to Ion.
Ouch. My asshole is hurting from watching that, so I'm not sure what their asshole's like.
That was a pretty rough loss. I mean, if we look at the stats, looking at the KD, Blue Leon is 1-6, Blue Frog is 1-8, and Blue Durple is 2-8. About 3 of their kills on the top, 22 kills to 6. About 3 to 4 of those were just Red Frog, either, you know, silly going into snares early on in the game or just being caught out in front of a tower. That's not them like executing. That's just that extra bit of damage there.
In terms of builds, Too Good. They should probably have kept track on what kind of build order they was going for, so they maybe can kind of counteract what they do in the next game. And depending on obviously what comp they play, and if they play the same characters, then they should anticipate a similar build order.
All right.
Should we rack up next one?
Load it up. My game's going through a little bit of slowdown, so I'm going to restart real quick.
Okie doke.
Just about 2 to 3 minutes.
Yes, alright. Well, I'm hearing some weird noises.
It's probably like, I heard like double jetpack
the
entire game from Durble and Clunk, so I was just wrecking my ears.
I didn't have it the first game, but the second game just started up for a second and it's... Oof. Jet engines. But if you're new to this kind of scene, new to the game, if you're ever looking on the forums and you see a build that you like, that's fine, you know, use a build, try out different builds, but understand why that build exists. You can't just pick a build and then win with it because it's just that build. I mean, obviously you can, but if you want to get the most out of a build, you have to understand why that build exists in the first place. So he's going for this like double tongue damage lifesteal, and it's very 1v1 like brawler type build. When you're playing in a team composition tournament, then you kind of have to work around your build a lot. Same with Derpal, same with Foggy, same with all the characters. They have to synergize in some regards because that's how you make a build, a team composition. For example, whenever I used the Yuri Ayla Scolia combo, that combo existed because it nullified all the other characters' weaknesses. So back then we had like CC immunity for a team. Great, Ayla loves that, it's perfect. We've got flash forward, Ayla loves flash forward. Now she can't really die, now she can't be stopped. What else? We've got Scoldia, there we've got initiation, we've got fucking team best, we've got team DPS, we've got the best team brawlers in the game all stacked up in one. No one can beat that, and obviously that's why it got nerfed. Just for an example really. So whenever you're making some sort of build, make sure you understand why you're doing it in the first place, and not just because some dude on the forum kind of just posted out there. You must learn, you must learn. Isn't that right, Bowser Slave?
I could have said it any better. You just got that perfect. I'm just going to let you talk.
I like to go on my little rants. Everyone who watches my stream, they know about my rants. Live and learn, baby. Let me know when you're ready, Bowser.
Alright, my game's been going through a little bit of slowdown after that game, so hopefully, worst case scenario, I'll have to restart Steam, but let's just see how this goes. I'll chime back in when I'm ready to go.
Cheers. I get lots and lots of messages on Steam. Don't forget to turn the timer off next to replays. About 5 different windows telling me.
Yeah, people don't want to be spoiled to see.
Damn.
Always a chance for the comeback.
Yeah, my bad, guys. My bad. I probably didn't see it because I got like a mumble overlay that you guys can't see. Rest assured, it has now been removed. Let's have a look, see.
Okay, this to introduce the next game. I believe Too Good has chosen Ribbit 4 as the next map. And the bands, both teams actually came up to me because they were asking how the band system worked, as in do the players stay locked in? Because I can assume from that Too Good banned Clunk, being, not liking the double snares, especially the European ping to NA, so they banned Clunk. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Ion banned Durple. Because Durple is really powerful on this map. I mean, even though they didn't really work with it that well, they probably just don't want to deal with the Durple on Ribbit.
Nah, no one likes the apple on Ribbit. Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
His best map by far, especially depending on the teammates he works with.
Oh, yes.
Alright. Just gonna set up the stats on the side. We should be good to go in a couple seconds.
Okie doke.
And, okay. 10-second mark. You count it down.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Alright, now on red team is Too Good, as there's a rule that losers go on the red side. So, Too Good, we have Venisect on Scree, Alpha Z on Swiggins, and Max Quest on Coco. Meanwhile, on blue side, now we have blue, sorry, I'm getting not pronounce his name. He's Blue Leon now. Mapno is going in for Frog, and G-Dub is sticking with the Coco. So, Ion are keeping the same comp, except instead of now Burst coming in from Clunk, they're going in from, they're bringing in Leon now to have a little bit more of initiation.
Now, this is a completely different playstyle coming from Too Good from the last game. They've just, they're just going in hard then, which is a really good move to do. If you can pick up an early kill, that's great. Not sure about the power disparity though. I would believe that the Ion would win that team fight, hypothetically, just because of how their characters work, their mobility, their early game damage, their initiation is all far superior.
I do question a little bit of the synergy of Too Good's comp. I mean, we do have Swiggins, who's a really scary initiator, and if the way his notes are in the next patch, he's going to be a monster next patch with all those buffs he's getting. So I can get Swiggins, natural threat, he kind of counteracts Frog, so maybe that's why they didn't want to go for a Frog ban, and instead go for the Clunk, so that they can have Swiggins to deal with the Frog. And then Scree's also really good on this map. The Saw Blade's really good at clearing droid waves, and it's really easy to kill the solo boss. Since this is a no solo tournament, you want to kill that solo boss because that gives 20 solo to your entire team. I don't see the Coco up too well in terms of like Swiggins hooking somebody down. As in, I personally would say.
Sorry to interrupt.
It's up. I've seen it. My bad.
Okay, cheers. Have fun, guys.
Alright, thank you, bro.
Damn.
So yeah, I would say right now I would kind of give map advantage a little bit to Ion, but something else to note is that both teams don't really have any kinds of ways to chip the turret safely without getting really up close. So we're not going to see like towers go like at 2 minutes in. Sometimes we've seen towers are already at half health or already destroyed. So we're going to see a little bit of a slower early game, but that won't mean too much in the long run because Ribbit games generally don't drown out that long.
No, but they don't have that lone star like railing poke on turrets, but you kill one person, you get a split push going, ideally. Like right now, Malkino is at top, he's going to do some poke.
Yeah, with the Frog, look at that.
All of them here now, yeah.
You leave your turret unattended for 10 seconds on Ribbit, look at that, it's already 1/3 of the way down. Sometimes in a really bad losing situation, you might just have to accept that the front towers are going to go down and just kind of work with the open space. That isn't something you should plan for, but if that's what ends up happening, then you just gotta have to roll with the punches.
Going in that 1v1, 1v3 situation, it's just...
Yeah, Alpha Z getting caught out trying to drop the anchor to save himself, but not going to help him. He's just going to get flushed out from the teamwork of Ion. Now, I'm kind of questioning, I'm going to presume that Scree is going to rush straight into the Saw Blade damage, because we didn't see the base totem pick up on the screen.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he just
Yeah, there
got
you
2
go.
stages of damage on the solid. That will allow him to solo the solo boss, I believe, with that amount of damage. But I would say buying base totem on this map is really good because this is a little bit more of a cramped map. Totem has a lot of spaces to kind of either block people off or trap people and get a good, nice, clean wipe if you happen to trap an entire team. But the Saw Blade damage is still a good idea because it's the best way for them to clear the droid waves and, of course, kill the solo boss, which I stated before. They're going to want the money.
Which neither of them have done.
Oof.
Big engagement going down there.
Really weak.
Scree's going to go down for sure after the cleanup from Malkiner.
Malkiner is doing the safe dash
Yeah.
just in case.
You will die!
Never can be too sure. Alpha Z missing the anchor drop, though. His anchor's now all the way on blue jungle. Is able to safely retrieve it, though.
It's important that you don't actually kill the anchor. If you kill the anchor, it'll go back quicker. What you want to do is you want to kind of wait the longest possible moment and then kill the anchor, so that delays the anchor hook for the Swiggins.
Yeah, it won't matter too much next patch, because I believe there will be a recall. We're actually seeing G-Dub is now building into more auto attack from the looks of it, instead of more of the blaze-oriented builds from last time. And we also see Malkno getting early Mutant Ninja Worms Limited Edition, just to have that early quote-unquote NATO tick of 18 damage could really help out to try and finish off somebody.
Well, it's actually technically better best cost effectiveness than Hammer Pants, so it's quite standard build.
That's a good buy choice, yeah. Because last time we saw both rounds go immediately in Hammer Pants.
I mean, Hammer Pants obviously AoE, but overall the effectiveness of Ninja Worms is better.
Now, actually, I'm noticing the Red Coco bought pills early on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The support more of the statement, I think Too Good are a little bit scared of Ion right now, and both of the way their team comps, and I believe maybe a little bit of lag coming in from here and there. So the Coco wasted 130 solar early on to buy pills.
It's not really good. He's
Yeah,
been he's been brainwashed by Daniel Brony, poor guy.
Ah, man, rest in peace, Daniel Brownie.
They're chasing like crazy now.
Rest in peace as if he died. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Alpha Z getting caught out once again. Nope, not gonna live that. Now, auto attack is really going to put a hamper on the anchor and Swiggins, just being a big body. Now, auto attack is just going to melt him. Alpha Z buying the early boots. And
There we go, still the boss going down. That's what I like to see.
Seeing the big damage coming out from Blue Leon on the tongue. So that's 21 damage tongues, technically 42 since it's a double hit. We see a lot of damage coming out. G-Dub getting out of there just fine. Both Coco's extremely low.
Really nice
Getting
anchor.
low as well. Ion are in the lower end of the spectrum. Most of them are like 2 bars right now. While the Swiggins and Screw are pretty quite healthy. They should take this opportunity to really move in. And Malkno is now going to buy the Hammer Pants just to add up more damage. Curious to see if the Coco G-Dub is going to keep going with the auto attack and what she goes from it. Well, we see standard superconductor attack speed. Maybe she might do power gloves, or maybe I'll go lifesteal.
No, he's gonna go lifesteal. I can already predict that. I know that he's been playing with it a lot because hypothetically it's actually better than Leon's lifesteal.
Ooh, we see 1 kill go off for each side. The Red Coco going down and Blue Leon going down.
Okay. I was expecting a bit more of a chase on that Swiggins then, but I guess I was feeling quite friendly.
He's going to have top lane to himself, clearing out the bottom lane with the Saw Blade, and then just taking it top. And now we're seeing range tongue coming in from the Blue Leon, so he's definitely playing more team-oriented, getting the damage and the range to help his teammates and dish out the damage. You can tell that Ion are playing definitely more as a team than Too Good. And your prediction is right, we do see a lifesteal coming out from the Coco, and 1 stage of attack speed. Alpha Z getting caught out again. That's the 3rd time in a row, just a 3v1 scenario. Ooh, but G-Dub gets sawed up by the Saw Blade.
He gets shredded.
Yeah.
No buns.
Malkno's looking low. But Max Quest doesn't opt to go for the ball to him, and he's gonna just try and push bottom lane a little bit. Leon's right there though, so he has to be careful. And we still don't see a totem from the speed. We're actually seeing Red Coco do dot damage and 1 stage of dot length.
Nice token needs to go down. He stayed there way too long. He's just standing there for no apparent reason. No reason why he should survive that. Really nice tongues coming out from Ion as well.
So even though Too Good have both of the towers chipped, it still kind of looks like Ion has a bit of the advantage. They have the level advantage and the kill advantage. So right now, I mean, the top tower is looking at half, but the bottom tower is looking fresh and clean, though G-Dub now putting some damage in on that. Meanwhile, the top blue tower is about to be half, and the bottom blue tower is only looking at 3 bars. So Too Good might be a little bit ahead of the push, but that might not last for long. Oh, we're going into the Solar Boss. Alpha Z and Max Quest. Ooh, a double kill to the Solar Boss.
Nom nom nom.
Sit there, and Blue Leon just takes up the money.
Sad times. Good times for the Solar Boss.
Nice patient strat by the Solar Boss. Patiently waiting 8 minutes in for the double kill. Oh, now we're actually seeing a totem from the screen. Interesting to see how he's going to make use of this offensively and defensively. Right now, Ion are just kind of hanging in that mid area, waiting to try and go for a surprise attack while Scree takes out the Solar Boss. Nice totem there to prevent the blue team from going in further on that, but it looks like top tower is definitely going to go down.
Yeah.
Looking pretty weak, but actually no, they abandoned it. So
Stall it for now, but it will go down.
It'll go down sooner or later.
It's actually a good tactic to leave it on like half a bar, because then they have this false sense of security. Then you all pop out and kill them. But yeah, that was a nice kill.
That's a nice 2-on-1 from Blue Leon and Froggy G, just getting on Alpha Z, and the Mutant Ninja Worms finishing off the kill. So they finally take down top tower, but a little bit of a weird glitch. I'm not sure if it's on your side. It shows the bottom tower is gone, but actually the bottom tower has no bars. Yeah, on the mini map it shows that it's not there.
Yeah, it's just a bit bug.
Yeah, okay. So the blue bottom tower is a blow on it, we'll just kill it.
Which I think they're going to do in a second.
Oof, G-Dub goes down.
Yeah, really nice anchor, really nice placement of it as well. I'm not sure whether it was predicted or not, but that's like the best case scenario for a Swiggins anchor.
To compliment him, let's just say he predicted that.
Yeah. Let's go with that. See, he smartly left the anchor then, so he knows what he's doing.
Alpha Z needs to step up his game though. He's going 0-5, giving a lot of his kills have been just 1-in-3 situations or just 1-in-2 situations. He really needs to be with his team. He's taking the role of the initiator again. See, the bottom tower does go down to the droids. Blue Leon just going to clear that up. Even though we're back even again, Too Good kind of has the top tower weakened more than Red Team's bottom tower. I still would give the advantage more to Ion right now. They have more of an advantage to just kill.
Oh, yeah.
Going, like right here, yeah. Obviously, once again, just getting caught out. They're just picking him off as easy kills. Blue Leon does go down, but that is a 2-for-1 in favor of Ion. And we see the Blue Leon just building up the rest of his auto attack damage, going for the 14 damage slashes.
Yeah, he's going to probably set up on a lifesteal build.
We see VenusX Grease saying, LOL, oops.
Not sure why he's saying that, I'm not sure what he did.
I'm assuming he died, so he was just oops.
Yeah. It's all that.
Blue Leon responds with the smiley face, tried to hit tab with the pinky. I guess he was trying to look at the scoreboard and then possibly died for it. Nice dash coming out on Alpha Z. They pull him in, and ooh, is he going to get caught out? Most likely, yep. That
Leon cleared him out.
Ooh, no, doesn't get caught out. My mistake.
There's like 1 second left on the toe.
Yeah. They do pull out Venusek though. Venusek almost did the nice saw blade. Wasn't enough to finish him though.
The bottom's down now. Yeah, no, it's not. Weird. No, bottom's completely fine, by the way. It wasn't 1 bar.
Alright.
Confused.
We're also seeing 1 stage of silence in from the Blue Leon. So his tongues are definitely be more team-oriented than we saw Too Good's Leon being in the first game. And he definitely doesn't need the second stage because he's not playing with somebody slow like Clunk, so the 1 stage of silence is really all they need to secure kills at this point in the game.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be great for Coco. Just deny that blaze for at least 0.5 seconds and then just set up on it.
Oh, Too Good are kind of coming down. Screed delaying that, putting down the totem, cutting them off. Does a nice saw blade. A little bit slow, though, to get in down on there. He was just kind of hovering in, waiting a second or two before jumping in. Had he jumped in earlier, he might have been able to secure the double or maybe the wipe. But he kind of took his time going in and on there.
They got a kill, so I guess it's not all bad.
They secured a kill though. You know, that's more money, and that's a 3v2 scenario they can hopefully try and make an advantage of. But Super Droid is going in through the bottom lane. I believe that's going to be Screed down there. He's just going to clear that up with his Saw Blade, so all should be good.
Coco's sitting on 437 while Malkin sitting on 300. I've noticed these guys don't spend as often as they should, but I guess it's not too big of a deal considering how far they are ahead. Nice tongue in with a dash. Great cleanup.
There from Blue Leon.
Yeah.
Up now.
Just going to walk off, don't need to engage. But G-Dog's got a lifesteal, he's going to be able to just plow through them.
He's just standing there, he's just tanking it all. Meanwhile, Blue Leon's just going to push the top while Coco and Frog were fighting down on bottom. See, it looks like the Frog and the Coco are going to spend their money. We got 2 silver coatings coming in from Coco. That's the speed up. Good idea to get because she is going for a melee build, so super fast. Is in her best option. Meanwhile, Frog got the 40 damage dash. Meaning, probably thinking, let me use a little bit more damage. Never a bad idea.
The Scree should be clearly getting rid of those super bosses as well, what they're bloody called.
Yeah, the solar bosses.
Solar bosses.
We have seen him pick it off a couple of times, but not being as proactive with it on the timer, I believe, which is 2 minutes.
Yeah, every 2 minutes, starting at 2 minutes, so he could have technically got 7.
We're also seeing a little bit of fear coming in from Alpha Z, as in he's bought in all 3 stages of pills early on. I'm assuming he probably thought, okay, I died a lot, so if I buy more pills, I should be okay. When in reality, most of those kills he got were more so just him, you know, overextending, the team just jumping on him. So buying more pills is not really going to rectify that.
Nah. It's always a misconception.
Yeah. So instead, he could have been trying to buy something a little bit more offensive, like auto-attack damage, to maybe try and help his team out to deal some damage and make the turnaround. Seeing some comments in from Fenosect, Euro too strong. Next tourney, they should all fly us out the same location and do land.
Oh yeah.
We can only dream, but if that ever happened, half of us would try and kill each other if we met.
Yeah. I think I'd throttle some people, yeah.
I would want to see how the arguments would go in person. The way some people get mad.
I want you, Harry Butchers.
Ah, fuck. That's a nice thought.
Great engagement coming out there. Totem helped a lot, but didn't secure any sort of kills.
Yeah, the Cocos are going to go down. Can Frog pick off the Swiggins? Nope, the dash was on cooldown. Not going to be able to.
Actually, I lied. The Coco got picked up.
Yeah, both Cocos died to each other. One of them died from Dot, the other died to the ball.
Maybe there was going for some sort of like a totem anchor setup, maybe, I don't know.
Funny enough, both Cocos also finish off their regen after that exchange.
Yeah.
Trying to probably not die from each other's dots.
Hindsight, for real. Playing a bit of footsie now, which we haven't seen at all really. It's usually just been going at each other's throats instantly. But obviously Leon with the range tongue is going to have the advantage here. And they're just waiting for it right now. They've extended. If that was me, he's dead right now. But they're waiting to be sure.
Well, G-Dub was taking care of the solar boss.
There we go.
20 bucks. Yep, there we go. As soon as he came back though, they were like, okay, let's go.
Yeah. It's like, hey man, you gonna die, man. This is my place, man.
G-Dub taking care of the solar boss down there. Most likely going to tell you, just look at that health rack up from the lifesteal.
It's better than Leon's people. Look at the math. Def Coco. Nice anchor, but Malcano is just like, nope, not gonna happen.
You also see the invisibility being picked up by Blue Leon, which is going to give him more of an opportunity to try and go for some tongues that just being visible and range tongue would not allow you. Alpha Z is going to unfortunately be picked off again, going 0-8 right now, with the fewest amount of droid kills, only 32 compared to everybody else being up to 60s, 70s, and 1 triple digits coming in from Blue Coco.
Crazy extended as well.
He's falling behind in levels. He's level 12. Blue is at 20, 22. It's severely behind. And that 360 investment in pills isn't going to help boost up your solar income anymore. Well, then technically speaking, the only upgrade that does that is Solar Tree, but it's banned. But you get what I mean.
Damn.
Would you like a bag of weedlings, man? I'd give a good price just for you.
We're seeing Red Team just whiff all of their skills on the top tower, and Blue's just going to migrate the bottom. Gotta be careful though. Too good coming in. Coco staying in though. She doesn't care though. She has lifesteal. She's just gonna stay in right on the saw blade.
It's a great totem as well, blocking off the Leon.
Ooh,
But here he
she's gonna go
comes.
down, though.
It's the cleanup crew. It's the cleanup crew.
Oh, they're weak. They're not gonna want to go for it.
Quite erratic from Ion's Leon. Spiraling out of control of his movement.
We're also seeing the big slow coming in from the blue Coco. That's gonna help a lot because especially since he's melee,
Ooh.
she's gonna have 40% slow and just be able to hug you way easier. And I believe that's also cooldown on the totem from Sentry. Interesting pickup. Not Sentry, Scream. Yeah, that's a Sentry, alright.
Yeah, it's some crazy builds going off. And I did not see that, but that is hilarious.
Blue, apparently he would have been fine, but he jumped over to grab the 50 health pack, and it was right in the spit. So
Yeah.
he would have been fine, but he assumed that he would have lived and grabbed the 50, but he just died. So that's 3 kills for the solo boss. He's on a killing spree right now.
No, he died, so technically he's not on a killing spree. I'm sorry, we've got to go by the rules. Sorry, Sailor Boss.
That's right. Unfortunate.
But yeah, bottom turret's on like half a bar now, so that can just get blown away.
Can Too Good take this top tower, though? Yes, they do, thanks to the droid, but they're probably... G-Dub wants it. He's not going to go for it, though.
Way
And
too
watch
deep.
this in the back out of there, yeah. Swiggins could have easily just turned around, poked him. Then again, his anchor was on the ground, so probably not.
But Scree was shredding, so.
Oof, nice totem save there. But the ball pickup from G-Dub, that was really nice.
Yeah, it was a good play by G-Dub. Should just clear the bottom now and just split push one of them at top.
Medisec saying no way that tongue hit him. I mean, even though there is a bit of laggy connection, that one looked pretty straight on.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't call too much hacky on that.
They can just battle this.
It wasn't a weird angle. Yeah, Malknos is going to finish off Max Quest. This looks like the game right now. It's just Alpha Z. He doesn't have a lot of damage. He has a lot of health, but what good is that health going to do when he's already so low? And then the max spell attack from Leon with the attack speed. He does have backstab. It doesn't really matter at this point. It's just the melee or is Leon and Coco. They're just going to melt this base, and it's going to be GG. If they try and fight, Frog's skills are going to most likely be off cooldown, and you can just brawl them that way.
Coco could just run out the base and lifesteal off as well, but don't need to. GG.
And that's GG. Ion take a 2-0 victory versus Too Good. Ion are going to move on to the winner's semifinal and face the winner of Boss versus Unknown Potatoes. So good job on Team Ion. Really good team play from them.
Yeah, just only a few things I would pick up on, but other than that, they're a really strong team at the moment. So good luck to them. And also, he didn't pick up lifesteal. He went for a backstab.
Yeah, he went for the backstab at the very end. Didn't matter because like it was in the very end, but nice to know that he wasn't going for the lifesteal auto attack when he could have just done go.
Alright, thanks guys. I'm back. Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, thank you very much for the slave. We're going to go on to the next match, which is Boss versus Unknown Potato. And you're in this game, Bowser Slave, so unfortunately you can't commentate on it.
Even though I think you made Nada comment on one of his, but that's
yeah,
okay.
I know. But he was stream. I had to have him stream, so.
Yeah, I know, it's fine. So, thank you guys for the stream for tolerating my shoddy mic quality. If I ever do this again in the future, I will hopefully invest in getting a microphone instead of just using this built-in one. So thank you guys for tolerating that.
I think it sounds fine, but apparently I sound Scottish, so fuck you guys.
Well, that's just an accent thing, not a tech thing with microphones.
Scottish or British/Welsh, whatever.
Like what?
So,
Brilliant.
Thank you for tolerating that, or just shit talking me in the chat, whichever which way, whatever makes you guys happy.
Oh, don't worry, we're shit talking you when the next game comes up.
Oh, Bert, he already beat you to the punch with the. Let's count how many times he missed.